Welcome to the Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all Superman related news that happened during the week August 12th to August 18th, 2011. In movie news, there were plenty of new photos from location filming in Plano, Illinois for the upcoming Superman film Man of Steel, posted around the internet this week. Photos include a car on its roof, the smashed up bank vault, yep, the same one shown in the photo released of Henry Cavill as Superman, filming at the Kent farm set at night, cemetery headstones, and lots of Smallville building sets like the town hall and other businesses. We also got our first look at Amy Adams playing Lois Lane as she filmed a scene at the 7-Eleven set in Plano, Illinois. There were some complaints about her hair colour, but other fans were quick to remind people that the original Lois Lane, Noelle Neal, was also a redhead. io9.com claims to have received word from a fan who witnessed filming taking place earlier this week at the Valley West Community Hospital in Sandwich, Illinois. Reportedly they were filming a scene in a hospital where the Kents were taking a young Clark in for a checkup. Reports have also been circulating that there are plans to blow up the recently built 7-Eleven gas station set for a scene to be filmed in the next week or so. Scott Hodge, the pastor at the Orchard Community Church, blogged about the Man of Steel cast and crew making camp at the Orchard campus for filming in the Aurora, Illinois area over the past week. He even posted a photo of himself with Henry Cavill. Warner Brothers will be holding open casting calls in Nanaimo and Ucluelet on Vancouver Island. The film is seeking local people to work as background artists in scenes to be filmed in early October. Shooting will move to British Columbia on September 21st and will continue in Vancouver and surrounding areas through January 20, 2012. Visit the Superman homepage for further details. Hollywood.com reports that Joe Manganiello admits that he was severely depressed about missing out on the role of Superman for Man of Steel due to a conflict in his schedule for the 5th season of True Blood. He said, "I was very excited and I just wanted to try out my ideas and things, but you know, it just wasn't meant to be." Think McFly claims to have received word that Warner Brothers is very keen to produce the world's finest film starring Batman and Superman. Essentially, they're hoping that they can woo Christian Bale back into the cape and cowl for a 4th time and feature Henry Cavill as Superman. Whether this happens or not is up for speculation. In TV news, Cartoon Network has announced that new episodes of the Young Justice animated series will begin airing from Friday, September 16th in the US. The first new episode is titled Targets and will air at the regular time slot of Friday 6:30 PM. Speaking of Young Justice, Warner Home Video has announced the upcoming release of Young Justice Season 1 Volume 2 on DVD. The second DVD volume will be released on October 25th and will contain episodes 4 to 8 of the first season of the animated series, Schooled, Infiltrator, Denial and Downtime. Superman homepage reviewer James Lance continues reviewing episodes from the 1950s Adventures of Superman TV series. Check out his review of the Season 6 episode The Gentle Monster, in which Professor Pepperwinkle's robot Mr. McTavish is powered by kryptonite and sought by a crook. DC Comics released their November 2011 solicitations this week, and we highlighted for you all the Superman related comics listed. Of special note was Action Comics number 3, in which the people of Metropolis turn on their new champion, and Superman number 3, where a TV reporter at the New Daily Planet makes a case that Superman brings Metropolis more harm than good. As part of their promotions for the upcoming relaunch of the DC Universe of comic books, DC Comics has released a commercial featuring the covers and interior artwork for some of the comic books, including Justice League number 1 and Action Comics number 1. The 30-second spot will run on various national television channels, as well as on the big screen in movie theatres across America. Comic books we reviewed this week included DC Retroactive Superman the 80s number 1, which was reviewed by Michael Bailey, who called the main story solid and engaging, and he rated it a 4 out of 5. James Lance reviewed DC Retroactive Justice League of America the 80s number 1, calling it a pretty solid tale, and he rated it a 4 out of 5 rating. And from last week, Jeffrey Taylor reviewed DC Universe Online Legends number 13, saying, "This issue accomplished nothing new that was in any way valuable," and he rated it a 2 out of 5. Superman comics shipping this week from August 17th include DC Universe Online Legends number 14, Justice League of America number 60, which is available in a variant cover, Superboy number 11, Supergirl number 67, Superman Batman number 87, Tiny Titans number 43, Superman Batman Night and Day trade paperback, and Secret Society of Supervillains hardcover. In other news, after a 5-month hiatus, the Superman homepage Ask Matt fan forum has been updated. The Superman homepage gives you the chance to ask Matt Idelson, DC Comics editor of the Superman comic books, your questions about the Superman books. Come by the site now to see what Matt had to say in relation to questions recently put to him by fellow Superman fans. That's all the Superman news there was for the week August 12th to August 18th. I'm Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Whoa! So we're on another edition of Movie Watch. Hello everyone, I'm Scotty V. This is Great Scott. Thanks for watching. So the newest thing to get people all riled up on the internet is that it appears Amy Adams, our new Lois Lane in the Man of Steel relaunch of Superman by Zack Snyder coming in 2013, has appeared on set apparently for work with red hair, meaning she's actually been filming scenes. She's been seen at a gas station talking to someone, apparently trying to get information, possibly about a story, which Lois Lane would always be doing. And Amy Adams has her natural red hair in all of the pictures that have come out. Is this just rehearsal? Is this just certain takes to try and get lighting right before they actually dye her hair or give her a wig? It looks not, because there are an awful lot of pictures and an awful lot of things going on. But who knows? It is quite possible that by the time we really see the movie, she will have dark hair. Is it also possible that maybe we've been thrown a red herring, and maybe Lois Lane isn't in this movie? Maybe it's Lana Lang that we're seeing, since all these scenes seem to be in Smallville, and it's supposed to be early in Clark Kent / Superman's career. Maybe he hasn't met Lois yet, and maybe she won't be in this film. Ridiculous, I say. Ridiculous. Well, I wanted to do this edition of Great Scott in an effort to try to clear up some of the confusion that's been going on. In recent weeks, we've heard about a number of changes: the uniform, Perry White, and now apparently Lois Lane. Lois Lane is traditionally thought to have raven hair or dark brown hair, and when people see a Lois Lane that might have red hair, or a Lois Lane on Smallville that apparently has blonde hair and then it changes to a little bit darker but still a light brown, sometimes people get upset. Noel Neill in the original Superman series had red hair from beginning to end. It was not immediately noticeable because the series was in black and white. But back then, I think it was less important. There was no internet. There wasn't a huge influx of magazines and things for people to complain about. And everybody, to this day, seems to love Noel Neill's portrayal, and it did not matter that she had red hair. I personally am sort of a traditionalist when it comes to characters. For instance, Popeye the Sailor Man is a Caucasian sailor, so if someone were to cast him or they were to redraw him, unless this were an explained effort to reboot or change the character for some specific reason, I would expect him to be a Caucasian sailor, not an Asian fireman, for instance. That wouldn't be Popeye. I think in my one of my previous Great Scots, I have said that I would have preferred Perry be cast the way I normally expect him to be cast, a gruff, white, older man who is a father figure. Now, I think that Lawrence Fishburne, who has been cast, is going to do a great job as long as he plays the character the way we have come to know him, and his acting is going to be what's to tell, not the color of his skin or what he looks like. The same with Amy Adams and her red hair. If Lois has red hair, I'm disappointed off the bat because I like her to look like Lois, and Lois doesn't have red hair, so it doesn't look like Lois. But we can change things, without necessarily changing the character. So again, it's something we'll have to wait and see. I don't think the red hair is going to change her portrayal of Lois, and women can change their hair all the time, which is makes it even less of an object than someone's entire ethnicity changing, because you can have red hair one day and black hair the next. Girls do it all the time. My sister does it weekly almost. So it's not a big deal. And going back to Lawrence Fishburne, I don't think that's a big deal either. It was just a surprise to people. And hopefully the people who are saying, I'm abstaining from this film, I'm protesting, I'm not going to see it, hopefully they're just being silly and they'll change their minds. Or if they're really going to stick to that, more power to them, I guess. It seems like you're hurting yourself. But I'm looking forward to enjoying the movie. I think it's going to be quite an interesting take. Thanks for watching, everybody, and tune in for more Movie Watch as we get closer to 2013. This is Great Scott, and remember, always look up in the sky.